No, government has not done anything. What the government did was the president simply did was to establish a ministry, appoint political persons to compensate them for elections. I can tell you why. If you had the privilege, we had the opportunity, we invited the Minister of Livestock. And if you go to the Ministry of Livestock, even the Minister of Agriculture, nothing much is happening apart from payment of salaries to the civil servant and the rest of them. You find out what the Ministry of Agriculture is doing in this country. Absolutely zero. Now, under the watch of the two ministries, of Ministry of Agriculture and the Ministry of Livestock, you can barely see any achievements. Because what we expected when Ministry of Livestock was established, what we expected was probably this Ministry of Livestock could address the issue that would somehow favor those that are into livestock breeding and the rest of them. The Minister of Agriculture will take care of the other aspect, but that is not the case. Nothing much is happening in these two ministries. I can tell you, nothing much. If you have facts, you can present the fact or whatever they have done. Nothing has been done by these two ministries, because under their watch, you still see cattle rearers moving their cattle from one place to another, destroying livelihoods, destroying farmland, and the implication is very daring. It therefore means that over time you are going to phase out farmers. And what the implication of all of this thing is that you are going to have food insecurity. You must have seen high rates and high cost of food items in this country. That is because since over time, particularly since the former president Buhari came on board,
Muhammadu Buhari,
yes, in 2015, you've had more farmers leaving the business of farming and running for their safety. So at the end of the day, you find only very few people that had the courage to see go and plant. Many people are not even going into that area. So this is going to affect the issue of food security. It's going to affect the issue of farming. It's also going to affect the issue of security of lives and properties. Those who would have naturally go into farming cannot go into farming for fear, because you can arrest header that you eventually find your farm if you had the courage to even arrest. Sometimes they go through your farmlands in the evening time and destroy your crops. So if you plant your crops and you come back the following day, your crops have been destroyed by the herders, what would you do? Who are you going to hold accountable? No one. So at the end of the day, you may have to leave that business and go for other things entirely.